Hi everyone. Today I'm giving a presentation about something that's really important because I don't think any one of you would go into a mall and then give a random vendor your medical history, search history, age, gender, ethnicity, because you don't know what that vendor is going to do with that information. But that happens every day to me and to you. It happens on the internet because ISPs, which are internet service providers, they don't respect our privacy very much, and it's completely legal for them to sell and dissect our data. And I've researched this topic for the past few days in order to bring to you why net neutrality should be reinstated into the United States in order to promote not only better privacy, but also a more fair internet-based economy. Can't hit the button, I forgot. So I'm going to be going over the problem today, which is the lack of privacy and how net neutrality might be able to solve that, as well as some countries that do have net neutrality and how they're treating it and how it affects their legislature. So some examples that a lot of you might be familiar with is T-Mobile. T-Mobile. They actually will go through and look at your behavior online and then target specific ads to you. So they're looking at things such as text conversations or how you are acting on Instagram, for example. Another example is AT&T, which is something that I have. They have been exposed to track people's geolocations. So as long as you have your phone on you, they know where you are and they can use that to again, have cellular information or even have ads targeted towards you. And then when it comes to another companies such as Comcast, they use incredibly sketchy language within their contract. They say that they don't sell anything that's personally identifiable, but what they're probably most likely doing is turning that information into a cookie and then selling those cookies to different companies online. Which is why I want to have net neutrality re-implemented into the United States, because it has certain codes that reinforce privacy online for ISPs. And it also promotes equality and non-discrimination towards internet access. So within net neutrality, it has two specific sections I would like to look at, which is 201 and 222. Respectively, they focus on making privacy a priority for the ISP, making it their responsibility legally to protect their customers' data. And it also looks at defining personal data. That way, companies can't discriminate against certain aspects of data, saying this isn't personal, therefore we can sell it, when it most likely and very realistically is very personal and therefore is very invasive. And net neutrality was originally established in the United States, but it was terminated in 2017 due to some legal reclassifications. And a big supporting argument for it was that it did not support market competition. But this is actually false. Not only does it promote personal privacy, but also it promotes competition and equal access online. Sometimes ISPs can partner with certain companies and then give that company certain bandwidth, and that hurts other companies, their competitors, or even new companies trying to enter into that market, making competition less. And then for people who are using perhaps the company that they're not partnered with, they're getting less bandwidth. So for someone who might be dependent upon Google Meet and their ISP is not supporting Google Meet, but rather Zoom, that student is going to have a less beneficial experience with their education online with Google Meet, because their ISP is affecting how fast everything's loading. And in today's world, according to like the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, more people than ever are working from home. More people are dependent on the internet, which is why we should have equal access to the internet and sites that we need in order for ourselves to live fulfilling and successful lives. And a lot of countries are supporting this. The United States is actually a minority in terms of not accepting net neutrality. For example, the EU is doing great with net neutrality because not only do their citizens have multiple options of ISPs, about 5 to 7, depending on where you live, there's still competition within ISPs. They also promote more privacy because it's in their legislature, so companies have to focus on it. And when there is something that goes against it, such as a DPS or zero rating, which is things that affect privacy or even fair marketing, those things have to be taken down to promote more equity on the internet. And I just want to say thank you for watching. It's very important that we pay attention to this because this affects us in our daily lives now. If we focus on making privacy the norm, then that's going to be the expectation, which is why I'm sharing with you this QR code that my friend Garrett and I made. It links you to a doc that we have a bunch of privacy focused sites on, so that way you can change some of your habits and potentially those can reflect on our legislature in the future. Thank you for watching, and these are my sources that I used.